Okay, so we are starting today tables in HTML. How to create tables in HTML. So before that, you should be aware of what is table. Table is a collection of rows and columns. Columns are vertical and rows are horizontal. Table is a powerful tool for laying out the content of the web pages. Now suppose if I have to create a website for the railways, so I need to display the timetable, the schedule of the trains, or maybe the charges of each train, that can be displayed in a form of table only. So this is how table is useful in a website. We can place graphics, images, text, normal content, and links inside a table. So all these three things you can put inside a table. Okay, now which tag is used to create tables? So these are the tags which are used to create tables. First is table tag. Using this tag, you can start a table. This is the starting. This tag will tell you the starting and the ending of the table. Then tr tag, that is used to create the table row. Td tag is used to insert the data inside the table, and th tag will make your headings, or it is used to make the heading of the table. Like in this table, the uh, the content which is written in the orange color bar or in orange color row, that is the heading of the table. So this type of headings which should appear bold automatically, that can be given with the help of th tag. Now first let us create a simple table without using any attribute. These are the attributes of table tag, but without using these attributes, first we will create a simple table. Let us understand how to create a simple table. HTML, head, title, table, close title, close head, body. Then I'm going to put a heading on my page under h1 tag, and heading should appear in the center also. So center tag, tables, or I'm writing 8b, close center tag, close h1 tag. Now we will start the table tag. Inside the table tag, now first we have to start a row, so that will be started with the help of tr tag. Now again in the table tag, you have to shift your cursor and then you have to create the tr tag, because it will be easier for you to judge from where you are starting the tag and where you need to close it. So there will be no confusion in the closing of tags. So again I am shifting, and now here I am writing the content, inserting the content of the cell. So that can be done with the help of td tag. So suppose roll number, close td, next again td open, name, close td, third td, class, close td. First row is suppose complete, so I will close tr tag. Now second row again I have to start, so for that I'll copy the coding and I'll paste it one more time, and I'll change the content. Roll number 1, Aditi, 8b. Suppose I'm making it a sports table, close td, uh, close table. I'm going to insert 2 rows only first. So close table tag, close body, close HTML, save, and let us check first. So I'm going to save it with table.html, save, and check. This is my page. Open with Google Chrome. So here it is, the table is coming, but there is no borders around the table. So we need to use an attribute of table tag to put the borders. But before doing that, I'm doing one change. Instead of TD attribute, here I'm using TH attribute. TH stands for table heading, because roll number, name, and class is a heading of the table. So here I'll be using the TH attribute. It is not compulsory. Even you can use the TD attribute and the bold attribute together to make the headings bold. That is your choice, how you want to display your content. Using TH, only one change will be there, that your headings will appear automatically, it will get bold. So F5. Okay, now as everybody can see, roll number, name, and class is now bold. So it is looking like a heading. So now we are going to insert the third row. So copy the code and paste it, and here I'm going to do the changes. And now suppose, let us check first. Okay, the third row is also coming now, but now I wanted now I want that the borders should appear in around my table. So for that you have to use the attribute. So let us understand what are the different attributes of table tag. So these are the different attributes of table tag. First is border attribute, using which you can give a border around your table. Next is border color, using which you can give a color to your border. Third is BG color, using which you can give a color to the background of the table only, not to the page. This time we are giving the color to the background of the table. So for that we will use BG color attribute inside the table tag only. Next is align attribute, using which you can decide that the content which you are putting inside the table, you want to place that content in the left side of the, like right now the table which you are looking in front of you, in the values column, this content is left aligned. You can place it in center also, you can place it on right hand side also. So using the align attribute, you can place your content either in left, right, or center. Next is width attribute. You can, using the width attribute, you can set the width of the columns. Like here, as we can see, attributes and values, the width of these two columns is smaller than the description and example width. Description and example is having more width than attribute and values column. So this is the use of width attribute. Now cell spacing and cell padding I'll describe later. So first we will try these 5 attributes. So first we are going to add the border attribute. Border attribute, border equals to 3. Save. One by one I'll show you each attribute effect. So I'm going to save it and check it. Okay, now the borders are coming around the table. Now I'm going to shift my table to the center of the page first. So here I'll be starting the center tag and close the center tag after the table. Save, check. Okay, now the table is coming in the center of the page. Now next attribute I'm going to use is border color. So next is border color. It's a single word without space. Yellow. Let us take it red. And BG color. yellow. Save and check. Now the background color of the table is yellow and the border color is red. Now we have to set the width. So width equals to 500 because it is in pixels. So if I'll put 100, it will not be able to, you will not be able to see the change. So I'll put 500, save it and check it. Let us increase it to 900. Save, check. Okay, now it is coming like this. I think earlier I was not able to save it properly earlier. So I'm going to save it now with 500 and check it. Okay, so this is the size of the table. Now the width of the cells is increased and it is same for every column. Now we have to use the two other attributes also, cell spacing. Sorry, we have missed align attribute. So let us use the align attribute once. Align equals to center. I want that the content should appear in the center. Save, check. Okay. Uh, Content I have to appear in the center. Align attribute is not working with the table tag. So let us try in the TD. Let us try first in TR. Then if it will not work in TR, then we will try it in TD. Align equals to center. Save. Check. Okay, yes, it is working with TR, so no need to apply it in TD because otherwise it will be very difficult to write align equals to center in every TD. If I am having 4 or 5 different columns, then 5 times I have to write align equals to center in every TD. But here it is working with TR, so we will apply it in TR only. Save and check. Okay. Now next is cell spacing and cell padding. So first we are using cell spacing. What is cell spacing? Cell spacing will give you the space between border of the table and border of the cells. Means the distance between these two cells will increase. Name and where the name of the student is coming or name in the and class, the distance between these two cells will increase with cell spacing attribute. Okay, now next is we are using cell padding attribute. Cell padding will increase the space between the content of the cell and the border of the cell. Content and border. Cell padding equals to 10. Save, check. So the distance between the border of the cell and the content of the cell is increased now. Now let us add some more space here. So I'm making it 50. Save and check. So this is how the table is appearing now. The space between the borders of the cell and the content of the cell is increased. So this is how you can format your table. This is a simple table. Here we have used all the attributes of table tag, and we have inserted simply the content only. In the next class we will see how to add the images inside the table and how to add links in a table. Links we have already done in the last class, but how to insert it in a table, that we will see in the next class, and how to insert the images in the table, that also we will see in the next class. So this is how we can insert only the content inside the table. For creating the table, how many tags we have used? We have used a table tag first, then we have used a tr tag. After, for the creation of rows, in each row we have inserted the data. So for that we have used td tag. And for heading we have used th tag, that is table heading. If there is no heading in your table, you can directly start with the td tag also. And it is totally up to you how many rows you want to insert in your table. So if you have suppose 10 rows, then 10 times you have to open the tr tag, insert the data in it, and then close tr tag, and finally close the table tag, body tag, and html tag. So this is how you can create a simple table with the normal content in it.